Hi, this tutorial covers categories/classes. Alright, so let's take a look at these two frequency tables. Okay, notice that hair color is displayed for each as the variable, and then you also have frequencies. Okay, so notice that here we have 5 different hair color categories and then the associated frequencies. And here we have now 8 hair colors and again associated frequencies. So just take a minute to absorb that data. Alright, and as you probably noticed, both tables were created using the same data. Okay, so hair color is the qualitative data set in this example. Alright, so if you take a look at this, notice that blonde was 12 for both. Now brown was 34 in this categorization, but as you probably noticed, brown and chestnut over here, those both add up to 34. So chances are people are split now. Instead of just all being brown, they're brown and chestnut. Okay, black was 25 here. Notice it's also 25 here. Okay, so nobody with the black hair kind of switched categories. Red was 8. Now if you take a look here, both auburn and red, those add up to 8. And then gray/white here, 21, split up into 15 and 6, gray and white. So the big difference there was the category, the categories there, or the classes. So as a definition, a category or a class is a defined division of similar or homogeneous things. Okay, so these people were split up into different categories based on their hair color. Now, qualitative data often does not have objective bases for assigning values to measurements. So assigning hair color is a rather subjective exercise. Okay, so it was subjective because in this second one, well, even though they considered themselves brown in this first categorization, when they're given the option of chestnut, 12 of them decided that they were chestnut instead of brown. Okay, so generally when you're dealing with qualitative data, there is some subjectivity that enters in. And this subjectivity allows for fairly different bar graphs or pie charts. Okay, so let's look at the pie charts for each of the previous frequency tables. Alright, so for our 2 pie charts, notice this is the hair color with the 5 categories. This is it for 8 categories. And just a couple things to look at. If we go to the 8 category pie chart, we can see that the brown-haired people represented 22% here. Black hair represented 25%. Now if we go to only the 5 categories, now we can see, well, brown is now 34%, black stays at 25%. So we can see that here brown represents a large portion of the people, but when people are split up into more categories, notice now black is the most predominant hair color. So I guess the main idea behind this is that based on how categories are chosen and how people choose themselves into categories can make a difference on how the data is both interpreted and displayed. So that has been the tutorial on categories and classes. Thanks for watching.